If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please remember to hit that like button and of course subscribe for more content. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. This has been requested a couple of times, more recently in the Road to Glory comments, so I thought I would go through a fair few of my Foot Champs goals and essentially show you through the process of me sort of thinking about how things are going to play out, trying to force things to play out a certain way, and just how I generally go about scoring goals. For context, I am a Division 2 player. I always stop at goal 3 every week because I just don't see the point in going further until EA sort rewards out. But we can stop it right here straight away with Dembele. Going to look to send Dembele up the wing. So what I need to do is use the right directional stick. As soon as I've passed it, right stick has been sent in the direction I want Dembele to run in, and he's away. I have the ball with Fabinho. I know I need to wait for Dembele to catch up here. So we're playing it around, and then bang. He's pulled his fullback completely out of position because he hasn't tracked the run of Dembele, who now has some space. Makes the wrong decision there, that's my fault. We are lucky to get it back with Mbappe, and now we can look to do what I always like to do, and that is to go down the side of the goalkeeper and look to see what's inside the penalty area. Right next to him is Dembele, who has a slightly better angle, and we are able to score. Di Maria looking to make a run down that right-hand side. He's actually on the wrong side at this point. Does a La Croquette to get past his man. Very underrated skill move. Well, maybe it's an underrated skill move. I don't know. I use it a lot anyway. But again, here I'm stalling for time. There's not really a clear-cut pass there, so I'm waiting and I'm waiting for him to pull his defender out to track Mbappe, and then bang, Ronaldo is there with plenty of space. And that is a reoccurring theme that you'll see in the first couple of minutes of this video, is me getting the ball and looking to play it down the wing. Di Maria is about to pick it up on the side that I like to keep him on, gives it to Renato Sanchez, and Di Maria's run is non-existent, decides not to do it. So then I have to go down the opposite side, and I'm thinking, right, I can send Jota in here. He's got his left back selected. I give it to Ronaldo. I send Jota. He's pulled his man out of position, and all of a sudden, we have a 2-on-1 situation. He has his centre-back pulled out. We wait for it, we play the ball back in. Ronaldo's completely unmarked because he's pulled too many people out of position, and we get ourselves the goal. This is yet another scenario. It's not as clear-cut, shall we say, because we have to do a lot of work to get the chance, but we do get down to the byline with Mbappe. We're waiting, we pull it back. He moves his goalkeeper for some really, really foolish reason, and we are able to get the goal. One more example here. Ronaldo plays it through to Dembele, who's down. Again, he's moved too many people out of position. I do make a bit of a mistake there, but we're 3-1 up. I can afford to be a little bit exuberant with my play, and we managed to create enough space and hold the ball up enough to play the ball back across goal. Orsic is a brilliant player off the bench. Talked about him yesterday in our Super Sub video. And again, just plays it across, someone who can finish in the area, and we are laughing. Now, let's talk about this situation, shall we? We were literally wasting time at this point. We get down to the byline again. Always look for a pass across if you get into that situation. Trying to skill your way through is always something that's fun to do. And if it pulls off, yeah, you look amazing. But if it doesn't come off, you've wasted a chance. Always look for a cutback if you are down that side of the 6-yard area-ish. Pick up the ball here with Diogo Jota. We give it to Semedo, and there's no obvious pass on. So what do we have to do? We don't rush it. What's the point in rushing? He's already got 4 defenders back anyway. He has control of his CDM. We might as well take our time. We give it to Mbappe. We go backwards again because there's no pass on. We go back to Mbappe, back to Sanchez, and we create that space into Ronaldo. I have noticed Di Maria on the far side. Little fake shot in, and he's through. He's in. Now, this situation here, many people would mess up, and I nearly did myself, but I just clocked it there. Mbappe is ahead of the centre-back. His centre-back is catching Di Maria. If I go for goal here, I'm not going to score. I slow it down, I wait for it, and then I play the through ball, not a standard pass, a through ball into Mbappe, and he's fast enough to catch it and score. Now, we're into a slightly different scenario, and that is playing the ball down toward that 6-yard area to score the goal. So rather than running down to the 6-yard and cutting it back, almost like a reverse cut, if you will. We are looking for that overlapping run of the winger. So we get it in here with Mbappe, and I can see that he has his centre-back selected. He's got Ronaldo completely covered. His full-back has absolutely no idea what Diogo Jota is doing. Jota has pace, and he still hasn't got him selected. And by the time he selects him, it's too late. When you instantly select into someone, they slow straight down. They don't continue the run that they were on. Just bear that in mind. This skill move here is very underrated. It is a run-in fake shot. In this scenario, I'm waiting literally for the defender to get that close to me, and then we just do a standard fake shot at an angle so that we just cut inside. Then it's just left stick dribble into a position to shoot. You can look to play it across goal here if you really want to, or you can take on the goalkeeper, or you can do what I do and just pop it in the back of the net. I think we got a rage quit from that again. This is something that not many people will think to do, and maybe you consider it to be showboating. In FIFA 21, this is a perfectly legitimate way to beat the defender. It is a rainbow flick, and it works time and time again. My opponent scored one against me, I think in the game previous to this. You need to make sure that there is no defender behind the guy you're about to flick. If there is a two-layer defense there, it won't work. This is another scenario. However, this is a lot more fancy and it's less likely to work. But I thought in this situation, there was no one behind him. I'm going to try it. And it is, of course, flicking the ball over your head. It requires a 5-star skiller. And bang, he's in. Now, there, I would say I got lucky. I played for it. I'm just surprised I actually managed to pull it off. So we'll have a look at that again. The rainbow flick, in my opinion, is far more effective because it's a consistent thing. But we do that, and here, could have played it through to Ronaldo. Chance it would have been intercepted quite high. Could have maybe tried to flick it over to Di Maria. Again, too fancy. I just wanted to try and get a shot off here. So we spin on, and we manage to somehow maneuver 2 players, and we just pop it across the face of the keeper. I will never start my play thinking, right, now I want to score this type of goal. What I want to do is I want to try and play through, whether that be down the wing or down the middle, and whatever sort of develops, I'm going to try and take advantage of it. I have 3 ways of scoring in my mind. I'm going to get to the byline and cut it across. I'm going to look for the reverse cut, which is essentially a winger getting into the box for a cross and playing it through to him, slipping it through, even maybe playing it back across goal or just going for goal myself. Or I'm going to look to try and do elasticos, rainbow flicks, and various other sort of little tricks like that, just to break defense lines. And then if it sort of happens then that we can cut it back or we go for goal or whatever it may be, that's what we're going to do. I will never, like I said, start off from kickoff thinking, right, I'm going to go down to the byline and cut this across. I just have to look for the avenue. It's not something you can just sort of start playing and go, right, now I'm going to do that as well, because it's going to take time to sort of get into the groove of what you see pattern-wise. If your opponent is playing very narrow, you know you can get in round the back and then you can cut it across. If your opponent is playing very wide at the back and you have gaps all over the place, you can send runners through, and it's going to be, I mean, you can just walk through if people are playing too wide, and then you're going to be able to do rainbow flicks over them. You're going to be able to just slide balls through. That is just some example, or a few examples, of some of the goals I like to score. 3 main ones in particular. The running fake shot, I know I only showed you one example. It is so effective. When you are side by side in particular, if you just run in fake shot in toward the player almost, toward the defender, 9 times out of 10, you will not glitch through him, but the ball will go through his legs or around the back of him, around the front of him, and then you will be away, and you're in, and you've taken him out of the game, and now all of a sudden, you're either one-on-one, or you have one more defender to beat, who is now being dragged across, and you've got a man on the far side to play the ball into. The running fake shot is very, very powerful this year, and I would definitely recommend anyone try it. Maybe just go into some squad battles matches on semi-pro or something, and just keep trying it out until you eventually get to grips with it, I guess. But that's just some examples. If you have found this even remotely useful, it would be amazing if you could hit the like button. If you have enjoyed the video, you can subscribe for more content, of course. And until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.